Hey there, and welcome to another Dungeon Run Diaries. This is the series where we're going through all of the dungeons in Final Fantasy XIV, and I'm tanking them as a paladin to show how the tanking works as a pally. And my hope is that you'll be able to glean some information out of this for any class. And in this episode, we are running Halatali, as some people call it, Halatali, however you want to pronounce it. That's what we're going to be running, so let's go ahead and queue up. We'll join in. I love running the dungeons of this game. Talk a little bit more about that during the run, since we have a lot of time to kill, because these lower level dungeons are a little painful, but I'm very much hoping that you can pull some information out of this. If you enjoy it, please consider leaving a comment. Let me know. I love to hear from people, or just say hi. And if you really like this video or what I'm doing with this series, please be sure to like and subscribe. I do a lot of gaming content based on pretty much whatever I want to do whenever I have time to do it. I'm not a full-time content creator by any means, but I've got the equipment and enough production value that I figure I can bring some information to the masses, and I hope it is handy. I've had a couple requests to keep doing this series, so that's more than enough for me. I didn't think anyone was watching these damn videos, so if you are enjoying it, thank you so much for being here. It means a lot. So we're going to go ahead and wait for the pop for the dungeon to go. So we're going to cut right here until we are about to run a dungeon.
A few minutes later.
Painful that the average wait time is 5 minutes, and we're at almost 7. Thanks for your estimate, game.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
There we go. Wow, that took way longer than it should have. Almost doubled the estimated time. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump into Halatali. This is a level 20 instance. Hopefully, whoever DPS number 2 is didn't take a break. Okay, they didn't. All right, cool. So we're finally going to get in. That took way longer than it should have. Usually tanks are pretty quick pops within the estimated time. So, all right, it looks like they are all either new to this or something along those lines. Let's do this. All right, so Halatali has sorry about the hiccup there. I wanted to make sure I had my bosses up front. So Halatali is an interesting dungeon. Make sure you turn on your Iron Will first. Don't forget that. Almost forgot it. It removes it every time you enter a dungeon. Anyways, I've got their attention. So a lot of these guys are spank and tank. The imps are generally casters, whereas the doctors are melee, obvious by their giant swords. But pretty much, yeah, you just go around here and let me see if I can remember where the heck to go. So we need to go over that way. So let's go into here and get our fight on here. Get their aggro. We got friends. I have a hunch that gas bomb is going to aggro. It did. I'm going to get its attention. Yep, so the gas bombs are the same deal as always. I think all bombs in this game tend to explode if you let them go too long. The Heckler Imps are pretty squishy. It's the Doctors that are going to be your biggest problem. As a tank, they do a fair bit of melee damage. But if you juggle like your Rampart, your Reprisal, all that stuff, will help reduce that. I don't know where to go. It's been a long time since I've been in here. I think we need to go this way. Forgive my ignorance on this one. I just don't remember. It's been a hot minute. Oh, Jesus. What? Oh, my God. Y'all. That was my fault. They apparently pulled without me, which is okay. It happens. I fell into a trap that you should definitely avoid. So, learning experience for everybody here. Do not wander away from a relatively low-level party. They will tend to get impatient and pull without you. I was trying to figure out where to go. It's been a while since I've run this one, but there are 4 bosses, one of which is optional. For God's sake, stay on me, guys. I was trying to get that bomb just because it was being a pain in my butt. wandering around, it was just going to aggro my teammates when they got into combat. So sometimes you got to be proactive, and sometimes that doesn't work super great. Remember to stay out of the Doctor's radius. He does a melee cleave. See, this is partly why I wanted to get that one bomb, because I knew something like this was going to happen. Good time to use your Rampart, use your Fight or Flight, and remember to use those stuns wherever you can. Stuns are quite helpful. I'm getting back into this after a little while. It has genuinely been a while since I played last. I just finished the video for the previous dungeon, Copperbell Mines, and now we're gonna go ahead and do Halatali, doing them one at a time. I've done these a lot of times just because it is what it is, right? Like these dungeons, you end up running a lot of if you want to get seals and all that crap for an experience. It's a great way to level, is to run dungeons. It's one of my favorite things to do in any MMORPG, is run the dungeons. They're kind of my bread and butter. It's why I play these games. Is I just love the creativity involved in the dungeons and how they're laid out and designed and all that stuff. It's pretty rad. I really enjoy it. Okay, so we're going off on the first boss. This is Firemane. So Firemane's a fire elemental, and he brings in all these wisp ads. Either kill all the wisp ads, because when they reach him they explode, or nuke him down. With this group, we're probably going to need to be able to do that. And they damage your whole group. So just letting the team know what to do real quick, and let's start. Fight! Alright, so pretty much just kick his butt. That's pretty much all you got to do in this. He's spank and tank. Unfortunately, like I said, there will be all the ads that pop up. They come in from the various fires in the room. I'm going to pull him back. Oh, I guess I can't. I guess he stays still because he's a caster. So I'm just going to keep my my focus on him. So yeah, they go to the fire in the middle is where they head. And when they hit that fire, it gives Firemane an AoE, and he does a whole bunch of damage to the whole team. So he's important to either nuke or... oh, he can be stunned too. Didn't realize that. So you can stun him, which will stop his casts. Really, you don't have to worry about it too much, especially if you're using your Reprisal and your Rampart abilities. He can also be nuked down before the ads show up, but it depends on your DPS. So with this group specifically, I was telling them to kill the ads. We'll see if they do that. If they don't, then we're going to be sustaining a heavy amount of damage. You have the Demantus, and then you have a big one, which is the Noxious. And the Noxious, when it hits the fire, it will do even more damage than the others. So pretty straightforward. All the fires in the area will light up eventually and spawn them. You can see that they're spawning from this one now. And then they'll spawn from... There's one on the far side on the left over here as well. And that's them. That one's going to reach the Noxious, and I actually think it got killed before it exploded. So that's pretty nice. So I'm just going to AoE and take out these Demantuses, and the Noxious is down. So easy. The team's doing a great job. So the next step that you have to do is after you kill this guy and you get your loot, of course, you take the fire, which is the ethereal flow, to the next section. We're going to hit greed on the ring bands, pair of Doctor's ring bands, and we're going to go ahead and teleport and follow the ethereal flow to the next section. I'm going to wait for the rest of the team to show up. Cool. All right. So I think our healer's pretty good, so I may be able to pull a little bit more. Healer's been doing a great job. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the next group. I've got all my abilities lined up, so let's go ahead and do the thing. So there are these chain winches here that you can pull down, and the chain winches are pretty cool because they can give you extra stuff, items and whatnot. So, oh my gosh, we got some ads here. Yeah, there are lots of ads everywhere. Some of these lightning sprites pop up. They're a real pain in the ass. Take them out as quick as you can. Stun him if you can. Do all the things. Easy peasy. And it's bomb. It'll be either a bomb or a chest. The bomb will explode and do some damage. Kaboom. And he dies. So, it is what it is. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Let's pull some Scythe Mantises. Hello, friends. They were just kind of chilling until I got in the middle of them and whacked them. But that makes life a little easier. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move to the next group. Yeah, our damage is pretty solid, so I'm not feeling the need to hang around too much. But we'll kill these fools, and then I'm going to go in and pull the next group. Yeah, alright. Easy. Next is the Thunderclap Guivre, or Gouvre. I don't know. I don't know that word. It's Guivre. He's coming up. You'll see him in just a sec. And we got the Lightning Sprite ads, which we will grab in a group. Easy peasy. They'll get knocked down. So the Lightning Gouvre uses a lot of these. A Guiver? Is it a Guiver? Uses a lot of these Lightning Sprites. They're a real pain. They really truly are. But it is what it is. The battle itself is a little annoying, but it's pretty fine for what it is. Where do we go now? Yeah, we go this way. Pull this group. And voila. Make sure you get all their attention, and then one at a time, just knock them down a notch. Luckily, we have some newbies in here, so we'll get all the bonuses and whatnot that comes with running this with newbies. All right. Let's keep moving. There's a chain winch here. Let's see what we get. Did we get lucky? Negative. So yeah, so it's Lightning Sprites, a bomb, or a chest. I don't know what the odds are, but oh boy. Nope. Come here, Mr. Python. You're my friend. All right, we're going to go ahead and pop Rampart here just so I can absorb some extra damage. Rampart and Reprisal, so that's a total of 30% of incoming damage. I got Fight or Flight, but not going to really use that just yet. I'm going to save that for the boss. The cooldowns on it is a minute, so... I mean, I guess I could use it before the boss, but probably will. I'll use it on the next group. Why not? A minute cooldown's really not so bad. Hey, look, a treasure coffer. We got lucky. Go ahead and greet it. Let's go ahead and pull these fools. Stay with me, my friends. Okay. Plenty of aggro on them. Done the Scythe Mantis. And let's get stabby, shall we? Yeah. Fast Blade, Riot Blade. Great combo. Alright. So here he is. So he's in a shallow pool of water, and if you're in the water, you'll take significantly more damage from the lightning attacks, so you want to be on the ledge over here. I have to run in and run out. Unfortunately, the rest of it is pretty much ranged. So if you are a melee character, you just got to run in and then run out when the lightning hits. And then during the ad phases is when it does the lightning, and that's when you're going to call in your friends. So here we go. Keep them up to date. Here we go. So the lightning will do AoEs. Just stay out of the AoE. Keep these dudes on the ledge if you can. It's going to be your easiest way of manhandling them, as it were. I'm sorry, the AoE doesn't come from the lightning. That's my bad. The AoE comes from the thunderclap guy. So he shoots the AoE as well as if you're in the goo, you're going to take extra damage from the lightning sprites. That was a lag spike right there. That was a little weird, but it is what it is. Okay, after this phase, he goes back to normal. We're going to grab him, and the combat continues. And it's just rinse and repeat from there. So here you go. Nice thorough battle here. Get out of his way. He's going back. Get out of this, because it does do a damage over time effect, I think, or else he has an electrocution ability. But I was taking some damage over time, which is going to be increased. Yeah, it's electrocution. So when you're in there, you get electrocuted, which is going to increase the amount of damage that you take, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Come at me, sprites. Keep AoEing, and just nuke them down. Lightning sprites are pretty squishy, so easy to take out. Good lord, it's been a while since I've done this dungeon. So yeah, he seems to do it every 33%, so I think that he only does 2 of the phases throughout, and he is stunnable, so that is good news. Easy enough to stun. Just burn him down, and that's that. You're all done. And voila, boss done. Okay, get your loot. Get in the ethereal flow. Can't take that, so I'll pass. And enter the ethereal flow. Ethereal throw. Oh boy. Okay, so we're back at it. We'll go ahead and take a break there. Yeah, it was a power outage. We had a nice little convo though, which was neat. People are super nice. It's one of the things I love about this game is everybody's really chill, and nobody are too crazy out of their minds with stuff. It's pretty great. So I think this is where I feel like this is where the bonus boss is. All right, so let's go ahead and clear these fools out. Yep, here he is. So you run up to the to his loot, the treasure chest that he's got, and he spawns with the Rudispeaks on his side. I'm going to pull this bomb just in case. I don't want it to aggro while we're in the middle of combat. Gotta give some love to the conversation we were having. They were talking about playing World of Warcraft for a long time, and I played WoW for a while too, and it's always nice to bond with that, but in this case it's like also the game has really kind of fallen on harder times. Okay, so you go through the Luda store, and you got the final boss, Tangata. So Tangata is an ox-like creature, and he has an AoE cone attack, which is pretty devastating, so just be careful with it. He'll become invulnerable. While invulnerable, he'll summon wisps and fire sprites. Let me let them know. If they reach him, then they'll explode and do a whole bunch of damage. So kill all the ads. Good luck. What's fun about this fight, though, is because he becomes invulnerable, you get to go and kill some ads. So it's fun. It's enjoyable. It's one of the first ones where you really get to peel off from the main boss, and you get to do some work. So here he becomes invisible. Kill the fire sprites. Kill him as quick as you can, and then kill all of his ads. And he's vulnerable again now that he's there. Just allow your DPS to take care of the rest and focus back on him. He is unstunnable, as is the case with most of the end bosses in this game. Just avoid his AoE cone attack, which is that bash attack, and then get out of the schmutz as soon as he goes invincible. Because he'll give you a burn otherwise, and you don't want to get burned. What happens when you play with fire? With any luck, none of the Demantises will come out of that one. So let's kill this fool. All right. All the fire sprites are dead. See, they stop spawning when you kill the fire sprites. So I'm going to haul him this way. Yeah, come to me, bud. You got to kill those wisps and those ads. Oh, we got this. We're doing great. Team's doing awesome. Healer's doing great. Yeah. And he does an occasional AoE burn move like that towards the end in his final phase. Just kick his badonk, burn him down. He'll knock you back sometimes. He'll do things. He's a little bit of an a-hole in that regard, but he's dead. Congratulations! You have finished Halatali. Make sure you thank your party members. Leave a player commendation. I'm going to give it to our new player. And thank you so much for joining me. If you all enjoyed this, please consider leaving a comment. Drop me a follow on the channel, so subscribe to the channel. Please leave a like, hit the thumbs up. It would be appreciated. That said, thank you all so much for joining me, and we'll see you next time on the Dungeon Run Diaries right here on Timcade.